on Christmas Eve, I'm hanging out with the Armenians, smoking cigarettes in the backyard, opening presents, all this stuff, eating ham, whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at Instagram, and there's a war going on outside between Wack100 and Big Sad that I believe you kind of opted out of it at a certain point because you blocked him and stopped commenting on him. So what is your perspective on where that's at, and what was Big Sad's offense?
I don't know Big Sad. Never heard his music, never heard of him.
One of the hottest artists out of L.A. right now.
I'm just telling you, be real. Like, respectfully, I don't know him, right? I get a call from the Crips. Hey, yo, this dude Big Sad is a rat.
You didn't even know him when Blueface and him had issues in the past?
I didn't know none of that.
Okay.
Like, Adam, I got so much business going on, I don't pay attention.
I don't blame you.
I only deal with what I got to deal with, right? So when they called me, I'm like, well, who's Big Sad? They tell me who he is. I said, okay, well, what'd he do? They tell me what he did. So, you got to work, right? So he told on this dude, K-Swiss from Mansfield Crip. He identified the car. Later on, the identity of the car led back to a rental car place, which was rented by K-Swiss, put him in the car. And that's how, he like 15 years or so, right? So I said, all right, what'll work? They said, well, we got this, but we got all the pill work. Attorney's out of town, right? I said, okay. They said, we do even better. They called the attorney. Crips called Wack. They called the attorney. Hey, yo, whoop. Yeah, my client told us to release it. Well, what you got? He said the paperwork reads that this guy, you say Big Sad's real name, whatever the fuck it may be, gave a description of a car, gray SUV, gray something, whatever. So, okay. So what it says, yeah. Then he says, we also have the live audio and video of the interrogation of him giving a statement. Now, I'm going to be real. Maybe I'm wrong, but when an attorney tells me, this man's attorney, that this is what they have, I'm going to take it with face value. He said when I get back in town after the new year, I'll deliver it to who he tells me to deliver it to. Right? So, I ain't capping. Right? I don't know Big Sad. Look. You hear me say, get on the attorney, right?
Get on that attorney.
What'd he say?
He back Thursday.
Right? So listen, bro. We building a new movement called the Exposers. Your ass didn't rat it, we gonna expose your ass. Whatever the people choose to deal with you, we don't give a fuck. We ain't telling people stop fucking with you, but we go damn sure let the streets know out there who man want to fuck with you in the way they shouldn't, that they shouldn't. People say, Wack, what's your motive? Hey, bro, some of these niggas up under the radar, and we look up 2 years from now, and we got a 30, 40 people indictment going on. And who's at the top of the indictment? The rat that been telling those motherfuckers 5, 10 years. Now, this was scary. Majority of the paperwork that comes out, it be 10 years old or better. You know how long, how many people could have been lined up, third-party informant and all kind of shit in 10 years. Very seldom do we get paperwork what a dude just told last week or last year. It be 10 years ago, right? So if it's cats in the street working their hand doing what they doing, they're going to appreciate a motherfucker alarming them that this dude, whoever they may be, has participated in these activities. Because they may have been ready and willing to go into some type of business venture with a motherfucker that if the heat come and they under the light, they gonna get down. So that's who we trying to alarm. We don't give a fuck about nobody.
You're saying that in a police report, he identified
the vehicle,
the
shooting vehicle,
and the person, or just the vehicle?
The vehicle. He gave a full description of the vehicle that they were shooting up.
So you're saying that he didn't snitch on a person, he snitched on a vehicle.
Snitching on the description of the vehicle led to them finding the vehicle at the rental car place, which led to who rented the vehicle, which led to the shooter. You eliminate the description of the vehicle, they don't get to.
So hypothetically, I live in the hood and somebody comes by and sprays my crib up, and right as they're driving away, I see it's a red pickup truck.
You talking about you from the streets?
I'm a street guy.
Okay.
And I live in the hood.
Yeah.
And as they drive off after spraying up my house,
kill your mama in there.
I see a red truck.
Spray your house.
And so then when the cops come to do the police report,
your mama die in the house.
I can't say it was a red truck.
Fucking thing. Matter of fact, the best thing to do is leave so they don't even question you. And if they do get you to question you, you don't know nothing, you ain't seen nothing, you plead the fifth. Because you ain't going to jail for the shooting, are you? You's a bitch for wanting him in jail. If a motherfucker that sprayed your house, smoked your mama, don't you want him on the street?
It's crazy because if I were to have that outlook on life, my girl would have to be on board with that too. Imagine telling your girl, yes, my house got sprayed up. No, we can't talk to the cops about it. I'm not cut out for the street stuff.
Imagine
I'm doing the police report.
Imagine telling your girl, those black people out there aren't people. We count them with the fucking animals and the cattle. Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all been having heinous thoughts since the beginning of time. The streets is the streets. The world is the world. Everybody, every ethnic group, every movement. You think them Nazi dudes, they got some crazy shit they got to stand up to?
What point are you trying to make?
The point of you acting like this is just some flabbergasting,
I'm just saying,
mind-blowing thing.
I'm not ready to live that street code.
Your people brainwash.
For obvious reasons.
Brainwash all your people
out there.
Count black people
I would
with
suggest
cattle.
y'all also don't live by this street code because that's some crazy ass shit.
I strongly suggest that too. What do I tell them all day on Clubhouse? Fuck with a square or a gangster. What I tell them, bro?
But now you out here trying to ruin Big Sad's career because he said it was a purple car?
I'm not trying to ruin shit. Said it was great. The Crips called me. Wack, this what it is. What it is. Okay? I don't know Big Sad. Nothing personal. It's business. But watch this. If a motherfucker have a video of Wack slipping and falling in the rain, is the video going up?
I mean, probably a lot of people would put it out, yeah.
I have no mercy.
What do you think?
Don't ask me for mercy.
What do you think the reaction has been?
I'm getting all my licks in before I slip and fall.
On an LA level, just from my perspective as somebody who's not paying super close attention to this, I don't feel like the Big Sad thing turned into some big viral storyline.
Oh, no. But when we post that video.
What video?
Of him in there giving that statement in the interrogation room, it's going to go somewhere.
What are you waiting on?
The attorney to get back. I just showed you.
So he's got a 1090 Jake video coming soon or what?
That, nah, because 1090.
1090 don't want to touch it?
I tried to work with him and he did some, some other shit.
Wait,
but I'm gonna get that where it's
we
at.
thought you and 1090 were back cool after the BG thing. You're telling me that the Big Sad situation put an end to it?
I seen some weirdo shit, but I ain't, shit weird. Either you stand one way or you stand another. But at the end of the day.
So you feel like 1090's responsible for telling type behavior as well?
Yeah, he did some telling in the joint, the prison shit.
Oh, when he went to the news or the grievance? Yeah,
when he was telling what was going on.
Were you about to refer to 1090? Because you probably seen him say that he never said that BG snitched.
And me and you both know on the phone. I'm gonna call you on this, Neff. That was not his conversation. But 1090 don't dictate that. Wack don't dictate that. You know what dictates that BG snitched? What dictates that? Come on, you're very smart.
You tell us.
What dictates that? The motherfucking paperwork. Fuck what I say, fuck what 1090 say. The paperwork is what dictates whether you told or not. It don't matter what nobody says. It don't matter if you my brother, if I'm a fan, if I like you, don't like you. If the motherfucking paperwork don't say you told, then you didn't tell. If the paperwork says you gave any statements on anybody other than yourself, you told.
But what about in a case like Greedo's where he says that the police report's inaccurate? And doesn't Tay Savage and Greedo found some common ground on this, right?
This is not a police report. This is a court stenographer in the fucking courtroom.
That is different, yes. But there are situations where the cops could write something in the report that doesn't.
I'm going to be real. I don't know what Greedo shit is. I never really followed it. I don't know what it is. I told you this before. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I know he did 3-4 years in Texas. Got caught with some.
I wouldn't even bring up the Greedo thing if it wasn't for the fact that Greedo had a kind of, you see this Twitter narrative going where there was the clip of Tay Savage talking about the police report and how you could kind of, people could kind of write anything in the police report.
No. No, we're not doing that. Because these dudes is trying to change the rules of the game. If that's the case, then you should have filed a suit on them. If that's the case, everybody could say they falsified a police report. Okay, if that's the case, we could tell the motherfucking women that go in there and file their rape charges, oh, that police report's wrong, right? Fuck it. Am I right?
But is it true that the cops don't have, like, the cops could put something in a police report that is different from reality,
Is it true that most police reports are dictated and determined by a statement written or verbal given?
I would say mostly, yeah. But,
Yeah.
But the cop could kind of write whatever.
Hold on. This is why the people don't double back and file cases on them, because they know you talked into that motherfucking tape recorder or you wrote on that motherfucking pen and pad. Straight up. This is why you're supposed to say, I plead the fifth. Don't say nothing.
Okay, so Big Sad's response to you was basically just a bunch of personal attacks from what I could say. And
what he didn't do is he didn't deny he was told. See, when niggas get to running that, I'm not, bro, listen, I'm not finna be going back and forth about yo mama, my mama, your kids, my kids. Nigga, the accusation is you told. Now, if I hit you out of him and say, hey, motherfucker, you stole Remo wallet. You in this backpack stole his motherfucking wallet. We got proof, right? Do you want to talk about what my wife look like? Do you want to talk about what kind of car I drive? You want to prove the point that motherfucker you just steal the wallet, right?
But you realize that whenever I make a good point on you, you just point out that I'm white, right? It's like basically the same thing.
There's no good point. What good point? It's just real shit. When a motherfucker say, hey, you did this, and they want to talk about everything but that, that's letting you know what it is.
But you telling me that I'm white every time I prove you wrong is basically the same thing.
No, you were saying what you was trying to say was the rules of the street are stupid. And I agree.
But this has happened multiple times, even just during this podcast.
Adam, what I'm saying to you is there's always been some shit in every ethnic group and every movement that one could say is stupid.
We can evaluate.
I agree with it. Listen.
We as humans can evaluate what's right and what's wrong, regardless of what the culture was that developed those cultural norms.
But it still was that, though.
I'll give you an example. In Arab countries, it's fairly common to, basically chop your daughter's vagina off when they're born and then sew it up so that they're forced to remain a virgin until they get older.
With that.
I don't agree with it either. I think that even though I didn't grow up in that culture, I could still look at that and say that is objectively wrong, and we should work as a society to root that shit out.
I'm not going to say none of that.
Even though it comes from a culture that I don't fully understand.
That's their culture. Like them streets is their rules. That's their culture.
Stop female genital mutilation. FGM is bad.
I eat pepperoni pizza on a fucking mind to tell.
Don't talk about that right after the vagina conversation. Right. God damn it.
About what they can and can't do. That's they believe in. That's their movement. Now, I tell the kids, because of all these things, you don't want to be part of a gang. A dude could pick you up and say, bro, go with us to the party. Get pulled over, throw the gun under the seat. Police find the gun, there's three of y'all. You know it ain't yours. He know it ain't yours. And you got to shut the fuck up. These are the rules of the street.
So we're in agreement that this is kind of ridiculous.
Right? Definitely. But this is the rules of the street.
Yeah.
You come into this fold, this is what it is. You get on the football field, you can't fucking dribble the ball, right? This is the football field. Run it, pass it.